A good woman can make a man better. A good woman can make a man better. She can be his asset. Let's talk about it. Y'all agree?
No.
I agree.
Hold
What
on.
you think?
Here they go.
Yeah, you disagree.
Here they
What's
go.
going
Disagree,
on?
No, I
but you
don't agree.
agree.
So why you disagree?
If it ain't in the man, it don't matter to the woman. I don't think a woman can make a man motivated, make a man charged up, make a man go out and have ambition. I don't think a woman can make a man do anything. I think a man is the leader of everything. And if the woman is trying to lead and trying to charge you up and trying to get you to be a self-starter and motivate you and do all this, you've already lost.
I feel like it's more so he said motivate.
I think men already have that in them.
I feel like if you see something you want, you work hard at it, just like a goal in life. Like if you want to be a, engineer or something, like that will motivate you.
A woman
to be
can't
there.
motivate a man to do that.
So you saying a woman can't motivate you? A woman can't add value to you?
If he don't want to do it, he don't do it. I feel like woman
make better. He said
make better.
I don't think a woman can make. From my point of view, from what I've seen in life, is women don't really make men better. It's the men, they already wanted it, they already had it in them, and they just were happy to begin with. But maybe I've seen women try to motivate men and push men, and it never worked.
Okay, you single, right?
100%.
Okay, you're 100% single.
100%.
So that meaning that you haven't found the woman that makes you want to settle down, right? Right?
I haven't found what I'm looking for.
Okay, you haven't. So when you find what you're looking for, so what you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if it's what I'm really looking for.
So she gonna motivate you to want to change and be out of the streets, right?
No, she gonna have to get on. That's
whatever.
No, she's not gonna motivate me to do anything.
She is. She gonna make you change things. You're not gonna want to be out in the streets anymore.
I know what I'm looking for. When I find it, I'll know that I found it.
Okay.
It's nothing to do with her. It's what I'm looking for.
But
it's not her.
She's a part of the reason why you, you know what, this can be my wife.
She won't change me. I'm already knowing what I'm looking for in her.
What are you looking for?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to go and say a unicorn, but it's what I'm looking for in a woman. I'll know it when I see it.
But if you don't ever meet her, you will never change. If you don't meet her unicorn.
I'm not going to change. I am who I am. It's just what I'm looking for. I'll know it when I see it.
But so if you telling me if you don't ever find that person, you gonna still be out in the streets, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be who I'm going to be.
So you're looking for that woman to motivate you.
No, she's not going to make me anything.
No, she's gonna motivate you.
She's not going to motivate me. I'm gonna find her, and I'm going to. If you want it,
I think you're looking at this wrong.
Who? Which one?
Steph. Every man needs a woman worth fighting for. Everybody needs, because even when we talk about being on your purpose and stuff like that, our main purpose is our women and children. Everything that we've ever done on this planet has been for the well-being of the women and children in society. So, you know what I mean? So when she's saying motivate, I get. Like that gives you pause when you like motivate. No, I don't need any motivation.
Yeah, I'm a self-starter.
But it's more or less when you see it, like when you see a man that's single and just moving through the world versus a man that got something worth fighting for, he does move different. When you got a woman and the children at home, that man moves different from a guy that's just out there
being reckless, right?
My legacy will be what I do, not necessarily what she does. My legacy will be who I pick as a woman, not what she does. My legacy falls all on me. It's not much of the woman. I need her to bear children. That's about it. I know that might sound super duper fucked up, but that's.
What about that woman to make you want her to bear your children?
It's certain qualities I'm looking for in a woman to bear my children, and that's it. I don't need her to do much else. I'm gonna bring everything else. I don't need a woman saying, I'm the table, what you bring to the table, I am the table. I don't want a woman who thinks that fucking way. If a woman thinks that way, she's already lost.
What I'm saying is...
Do you really think that if you had a wife and kids right now, that you wouldn't move a little bit harder, wouldn't strive a little bit longer, wouldn't grind a little harder? Like, you don't think that would be a thing?
I mean, I already push 80 hours a week, man. I don't know how
No,
much.
just answer the question directly. If you had children
She
and you
said
had your wife at home, would you move differently?
Actually, you know what?
I'm gonna answer the question. If anything, I work less because I work too much now.
But
He
then
just- he
but
bullshitting.
actually,
no, because I want to spend time with him. I want to spend time with him.
You just proved my point, though. It made you a
They would
better.
make me take my foot off the gas.
But that doesn't mean that you didn't become a better person.
Right.
That just meant that, like, working 80 hours doesn't make you a better man.
He wants
No.
to be at home, be a
It
father.
changed you.
Money.
It changed you because you wanted to be a better
Better
father and a better
father.
husband.
Yeah, I want to be
Still
at home more. I want to be.
change.
I want to be at home more. I want to
She
be at home more.
still changed.
But it's
She
still a
changed me to be at home
motivating
more. I
change.
want to be at home with her and the kid.
That's it. We done. You
Yeah.
said exactly what I want you to say.
I mean,
You would change.
80 hours a week. I'm never gonna see my son or my daughter.
You would change.
so
You
now
ain't
it's
gonna
coming
never
out
see
now.
your wife.
I'm never gonna see my wife. Like
Oh, no,
Wow,
worth
now
fighting
you want to
for.
be
That's
with
coming
her.
out.
You want to be around her. It made you want to be. Can't wait to get home
I'm
to
not
your
saying-
wife.
look,
See,
y'all
quickly
quickly
they switched up their ass.
Switched up.
No.
Thank you.
No. Y'all saying she changing me. She's not changing me.
Nah, she changed you.
No, I want to be with my son or my daughter and my wife a little
That's a
more.
change.
But
Your wife a little more.
I
She
feel what
changed.
you.
That's a change.
I feel
80
what
hours a
you're
week, I'm not gonna see
saying.
him.
Yeah.
But
You go
I
from
feel
working
what you're
80 hours a
saying.
week.
She's not telling you what to do. But,
Yeah.
but she's still
She's a motivating factor for the
but
reason
just
why
her
you're
being
moving the way that you
around, Just the
are.
whole family dynamic is still
Yeah, I got a family. She pushed up my seat. I want to see her in
Right,
my
but it
seat.
still was a change.
Yeah.
It was still a
was a
change.
So
And it's-
okay, I didn't answer it, but I do think the right woman can add value. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, if somebody's taking value from you, then of course you're gonna kick it to the curb.
Yeah.
But if you had a right one on your team that's pushing your vision, that's supporting, that's saying, hey, how can I help contribute to this vision?
I feel like if I had the right one, she would give me my seat and push me to continue working 80 hours. Most women would be like,
That's not
you
necessarily true.
You need to be here a little more. I don't need to see you with. I'm stuck here with you, this baby just in the house all day. So
Well, like the fact that she's in your life is going to actually suggest that she
Mhm.
believes in your vision.
Yes.
I mean,
If she
like
stayed
most
around.
women, I would say most women want a man that has a vision. So,
I definitely have that.
So if you already have that, when she comes along, she's already understanding that if she marries you, because you have to be a husband in order for her to be able to
the big fact.
to submit to you and do all that and to be about you.
So y'all think I'm saying that I would change for the woman?
I mean,
Well, like,
I understand what you're saying.
I think what you're
I think
assuming
how
is
you-
by doing it, you're changing for the
Right.
worse. not
Right,
the
saying
better.
like you're gonna do this. Like, no, I'm just all we
Right.
really saying is that if the right woman comes along and she's a good woman, you deem her to be a good woman. She's an asset, and she's bringing value. Not necessarily change you off your course, but she's adding value to your life. She's being a great mother. She's being a great wife. Like you like spending time with her. You came off the streets for her. So right. So there's so many things that you have altered. And it's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, because if I had that, I wouldn't want to work 80 hours a week. I ain't gonna lie.
'Cause
to you.
I
If I had a
mean-
son or a daughter sitting at home with a woman, I wouldn't want to be gone from.
I mean,
all
I
day,
understand what
from,
you're saying.
From 6 in the morning to 11
Right.
at night, I'm literally not at the house.
Yeah.
I want to see my baby.
Right.
I want to see my kid.
Right. So that which meaning is that the vision don't change. It's just like now I'm responsible for other people.
Right.
So now I want to position myself when I'm working less so I can be able to pour into the family. So I can be able to be present as a father.
Y'all making me sound soft, man.
In other
No.
words,
soft,
a woman worth fighting for.
Y'all making me
Right.
sound soft.
Because
No, I'm
I
working 90
understand
hours
what
a
you.
week, man.
I mean, because I understand what you're saying. You saying, a man, change for, because they want to change. I understand, like that's what you were trying to say, but it's like you have a reason to change. This person came in your life, checked all the boxes,
I ain't gonna lie,
and made you want to be a better person.
The seed, the son or daughter is the biggest thing for me. It's not necessarily a woman because you can have kids with any woman. But
So what you agree with the topic? Like
your kids are your kids though. If I had a kid, like that would just change my world.
So what was the topic? What was the question? Yeah, what a wife.
Does that change your world?
No.
So you just want a wife just so she can have the kids for you?
You got to understand that you're not less of a man because you have a wife. You're not less of a man because you have kids. Like there are still manly man that's still in.
The kids are the biggest
like
thing.
that still present full masculinity with being a husband, with being a father. It doesn't change. I mean, think about even if you have kids, right? Because I know you hung up on kids. If you got kids, the way you walk into the school, the way you talk to the teachers. Like
Is you afraid of being too soft?
Like the way that the kids represent you. Like outside, when you're outside the house, like that says a lot about the structure that's within the home. So it's the same. It's the same thing with the wife. Like you probably wouldn't have it if you a masculine man and you have structure in your house and you set the tone. You wouldn't have a situation happening the same way that Kiki did. She wouldn't be going up there.
That would never happen.
So right, so it still doesn't.
Because you
make
set the tone in your house.
It still doesn't make you less of a man. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Just because you are a husband. I think a lot of people be focused on the terminology and the words we use, and it's like they hear it. It's like, oh no, I'm not that. I'm not that. Like no, nobody's saying that you got to be less of a man. I still think you could be masculine and still be a phenomenal.
Because he thinking of like soft. I'm going to soften up and I'm going to do this. And like, no, that don't mean you're going to be soft. Yeah. That means like, you have control of your household.
What you think, Sweeney?
I was going to say, even then, if you take kids out of it, right?
Kids is the biggest factor.
I get that, but you have to have the woman that had the kids.
Yeah, right. The relationship before the kids.
And you have to create a safe space for that woman, for her to have the kids.
I know it sounds messed up, but I think the women are interchangeable. Like a man can have a child with anyone, but keep going.
Jesus Christ!
I know. He just talking right now.
I'm difficult.
He just talking right now because I don't know what it is. Is you afraid to fall in love? Like, what is it? Is you afraid to fall in love?
I just feel like the men should always lead and the women should always follow.
Listen, are you afraid to fall in love? No. Do you feel like you're gonna lose gears if you fall in love with a woman?
From what I learned in life, it's best if men don't fall in love. It's okay for a man to love a woman, but for when men are in love with women, they do stupid things. If you look at some of the greatest men in history, I don't believe they were in love with their women. I would never again probably be in love with the woman.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I know I'm finna troll y'all,
but I won't be in love. I will love a woman.
Okay,
but I won't be in
hear
love
me
with
out.
a woman.
But
I want a woman to love me, but I won't be in love with her.
See,
I will
okay,
love her forever, but I don't want to be.
I hear you on that. But what they teach us,
childish in love.
But what they teach us, they always say that the man should love us more than we love them.
That's a false thing. I hate that they teach that.
They do teach us that.
You know why it should be the
They say that the woman should. The man should be more. We should let the man be more in love with us than we are with them.
Do you know why it should be the opposite?
Why?
Because women have way more options than men. So if a woman is chasing a man's validation,
what kind of man?
Y'all only gonna chase a top tier.
What kind of man? What kind of man where a woman will have more options? What kind of man are you talking about? When you say that a woman will have more options?
The average woman has way more options. The average
woman have way more options
than a man.
See, the problem.
That's a fact.
The problem with that is that they teach both. They teach all of us that. They tell young boys your girl should love you more than you love her.
That's a fact, though.
Women, they tell y'all that too?
Yes, and they tell young women that your man supposed to love you more. And all of that shit is done out of fear.
Right.
There ain't no real rhyme or reason why that shit.
No, Sweeney, false, Sweeney. I disagree.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what is the truth? Should a man love us more? Since he's the provider.
If you let me explain it. If you let me explain
it. Say? Did you disagree with what he said?
He said that there's no rhyme or reason why they say those things.
It's all done out of fear.
No, it's not.
All right, go ahead.
The average woman, millions of men since the time she's 14 years old and grows his puberty, she has dudes chasing her. Most dudes never have a bunch of women chasing them.
Okay.
If a woman chooses to chase a man, she's choosing to chase him. Out of all the niggas is chasing her, she chooses one man, which means she really wants him. When a woman is chasing a man's validation, it's different than a man chasing a woman's validation. Women are too used to men chasing their validation. So women have millions of options. If a woman's chasing your validation, it's better for the relationship because that means she really wants you.
Why is it
she
better for the
chose you?
Why is it better for the relationship?
Because she chose you. You right now, you probably can open your phone and see 50 dudes that want to fuck you right now. You probably wouldn't sleep with none of them.
Mm-hmm, true.
But the one you would sleep with is the one you chose him. You're chasing his validation.
But think about this. The reason why I feel like the man should love
it doesn't
more,
matter why.
Listen.
It doesn't matter why.
I feel like it's because
it's better in a relationship for a woman to love a man more than for a man to love a woman more. Because
a woman gonna lose out. She gonna lose.
No, she's not.
She gonna lose.
Let me flesh this out.
Women only do it with top.
If he's the provider, she's gonna lose.
So Steph, let me ask you a question.
No, I disagree with that.
Let me ask you a question, Steph. So why does he need her to choose him first or chase his validation?
Please answer that.
Because women have too many options. Dudes don't.
So
Why
I'm hearing you. Why does he have to look up? Why is he looking at her options and have a need for her to choose and chase his validation? Why does he say that?
What do you mean? Why?
Why does a man need her to chase his validation and choose him
over others?
Because her mind is made up. He knows she's more likely to be with him over others.
Okay, why does he fear that she won't?
If a woman doesn't, then he knows she's too freely to walk away.
So
that's why he should love.
So that means that he fears her leaving.
It's not about fear; it's about common sense.
That's not a good woman to marry. If
it's common sense.
If he fears that she's gonna leave, he shouldn't marry her at all.
Common sense. If I know you got.
If she got all these options, why marry her? So that's why I feel like a man should really like love. That's why I feel like men are more so of the hunters.
You're a woman. You're
men
going
are
to say,
the hunters.
Stop. You're a woman. You're going to say, I think it's better if a man loves a woman more than a woman loves a man. You're a woman. You're going to say that. In the natural order of things, it is better if the
because if he don't love me, he ain't gonna provide for me. If he don't
stop.
love me like that, he's not gonna want anything from me but sex.
Stop. Okay,
that's all he gonna fucking want.
I get that, but listen.
That's what I'm saying. A man should love more to want to marry her and want to be with her. He should see her like, yo, this is my wife. I see her.
Why?
Let me kill all that. There was a survey done. Like 80% of women who are married had a backup plan if they divorced their husband.
What website?
If they divorced their husband, they had a backup plan.
What website?
Which lets you know that women already know they have multiple options.
What website?
There is not 70 or 80% of married men.
Let me go on my DM right now.
No,
let me go on my DM right now. I'm finna give you the percentage. My percentage, not the percentage on your website.
Quick, cut me off. Let me speak. There is not 80 or 70% of men who already know that if I divorce my wife, I got a backup plan. The only dudes who know that are dudes who got high status, a bunch of money, and driving.
Man, Pookie got standards. Got options. If he leave the girl to drive her car,
you're being facetious. He ain't got it like that.
What?
If the average woman could
you
divorce
think
her,
Pookie and Ray ain't got it like that? He already know what other Altima he gonna drive when he leave that home.
Deadbeat niggas are not desired like that.
For real. He already know who he finna use when he leave her.
Deadbeat dudes. Deadbeat dudes get deadbeat.
You said but you said they don't have options. You said only rich dudes got options. Pookie Ray, he already know who else car he can drive when he don't let him drive.
You're moving to
She said he already knows.
Deadbeat dudes got deadbeat pussy.
Look at my inbox. I wouldn't fuck not a nail dime in this motherfucker.
Exactly. So if you choose a man,
honestly, I would fuck 10% in my inbox.
So if you chase a man's what's the word?
It don't matter what options a woman have. It don't matter.
No, it does matter.
It don't matter who in her inbox. It matters who she entertains in her inbox. I ain't even open this shit.
If you look at my inbox,
this shit ain't even open.
0 people in my inbox.
It ain't.
At the end of the day,
I ain't gonna look at none of that shit. 10% of who I fuck with.
You're not paying attention. Those men are invisible to you because they don't meet your metrics. At the end of the day, it is better in a relationship for a woman to chase a man's validation than a man chase a bitch's validation. In the discussion, this isn't like, I don't know why we're arguing.
It depends on what kind of
we're arguing.
But that's why I asked you, what kind of guy or what kind of woman?
I don't know why we're arguing this. I thought everybody knew this.
So you saying your inbox, you ain't got a lot in your inbox.
Do you want to see my cell phone?
Yeah, let's see what's up.
Is popping like that?
You were just texting somebody emoji. Somebody texting emojis.
Hey, Bobby, look, this is my inbox. I ain't got it.
Oh, that dry.
This is my
homie.
Shit's still white,
Jack. My homeboy.
Shit's still white.
The homie. These are homies. Like, everybody in my inbox is the homie. Okay, I got 2 chicks, but everybody else is the homie.
I'm talking about your text. I'm talking about who you gave your number
everybody
to.
Else is the homie.
You were just inboxing somebody some emojis.
That was a text message.
All right. So you still got options.
When you hit your Instagram, you were scrolling. You were scrolling and going. I'm like, damn, you got that many.
That shit was going.
You scrolling, them scrolling. You ain't even read that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
It had to start. It had to start reloading.
You ain't even opened them.
It started buffering.
You ain't even opened them.
I'm just saying.
It is better.
So stop saying the percentage that you got.
You will succeed more in a relationship if you chase a successful man's validation, then you have some ordinary man chasing yours. That's in the discussion. If an ordinary man is chasing validation, you don't know I can replace him too easy. I don't really want him like that.
No, I like ordinary.
But if you chase a successful man's validation, he will know like she really wants me. And if I love her, I'm going to give her what I got.
But most women ain't gonna just chase no successful guy. They want that successful guy
that's
to
who
reach
women
out.
are chasing. That's
but
who women are chasing.
They rather for him to come to her first.
But successful men don't chase women's validation. That's the kicker.
Oh, they do, and they pay.
Most successful men don't chase women's validation,
and they pay real good money. No, they don't have to, but they pay for what they want.
Who pay for it?
Them successful men.
But they don't have to chase women's validation.
They be. Man, you got Chris Brown women saying Chris Brown hopping DMs, and he talk about it.
All do is do that. They all admit it.
He talk about it all the time. I hop in DMs.
But they don't care.
If I see something I want, I hop in DMs, and he pay for it.
But he's Chris Brown.
Chris Brown can fuck for free, and he's still paying bitches for pussy.
But money is nothing.
And a woman would throw themselves at him, but he still rather pay for it. He still rather pay for it. But he still rather pay for it.
Mommy 3, you have to understand. When a man pays for pussy, he ain't paying her to stay.
He's paying her to leave.
That's what I'm saying. But he can still fuck
He's
for
paying
free.
for the silence.
But you know,
but see, fucking a woman for free comes with extra problems.
He done had 1,000 women.
Well, if you say, "Hey, it's $2,000 to fuck,"
man, a woman
I know it's $2,000 to fuck, and that's it.
A woman would sign an NDA to fuck Chris Brown for free, just to say she fuck Chris Brown.
But him paying $2,000.
I'm just saying. He paying for pussy that he don't even have to pay for. He actually volunteering money because just because he Chris Brown, they would sign their name on that motherfucker just to say that they had a night with Chris Brown.
Do you think that $2,000 mean anything to him?
Look at Drake. Drake do it all the time.
Do you think that $2,000 mean anything to Chris?
No, they don't mean nothing to him. But why he had to pay for it though? He don't have to.
Because he really wanted it for that night.
Well, it sounds like you know a lot about those transactions.
No, I don't. Calling me a trick. I'm just saying. I mean, so Chris Brown, he worked.
So you said that
he don't care.
You said that you like an ordinary man, right?
I like ordinary.
You say that, but that's bullshit. I don't even believe you.
I don't like all that hype.
I'm calling you out. You say that.
I'm gonna put it like this. I like men that's opposite from me. Like me, I'm like the life of the party. I like a quiet, settled man. I don't like all that.
So define.
Look at me, and all that.